Language is my playground and ADHD is my lens. I'm Hiba Bayat, the ADHD linguist and coach. Around here we explore words, worlds and wiring with curiosity, compassion and the occasional tangent. Because growth is messy, meaning is layered and shift really does happen. Hello and welcome to the ADHD Linguist. In the last episode, I talked about silence at work. I talked about how repeated silence in professional spaces can lead to self-doubt, imposter syndrome, and strong emotional reactions, especially for neurodivergent people. In this episode, I want to stay with that theme, but focus on something more specific. I want to talk about emotion and how we interpret it. As linguists, our work is about meaning. We listen, we read, we choose words carefully, we try to carry meaning accurately from one language to another. But emotion does not always translate neatly. Sometimes there is no exact word. Sometimes the word exists, but the emotional weight is different. Sometimes the meaning lands differently in the target language. This doesn't mean anyone has done anything wrong. It just means emotion is complex. The same thing happens inside us. If you have ADHD, you may experience emotions strongly. Feelings can arrive quickly, they can feel intense, and they can be hard to slow down. This is not a character flaw, it is part of how many ADHD brains are wired. If you also experience rejection-sensitive dysphoria, RSD, emotional reactions can feel even stronger. A small comment can feel like criticism. Neutral feedback can feel like rejection. Silence can feel like distance or disapproval. This doesn't mean you are oversensitive. It means your brain reacts strongly to emotional cues. There is a clear link here with interpreting and translation work. As interpreters, we know that under pressure, misinterpretations can happen. The same is true emotionally. When we are stressed, tired, or overwhelmed, our brains can misinterpret emotional signals. A neutral tone can sound cold. A short message can feel dismissive. Feedback can feel personal. This is not because we are bad at reading people. It's because stress affects how the brain processes information. Understanding this changes what happens next. Instead of reacting immediately, we can pause. Instead of blaming ourselves, we can check our interpretation. This episode isn't about controlling your emotions. It's about understanding what your brain thinks it is hearing. That understanding creates space. Emotion is also cultural. Different languages express emotion differently. For example, Arabic often uses rhythm, repetition, and tone to express warmth and care. English often values clarity, restraint, and directness. Neither is better. They are just different. As translators and interpreters, we already know this. We adapt emotional tone so that it makes sense to the target audience. Many neurodivergent people do this internally every day. We interpret tone, we read between the lines, we try to work out what is expected of us. We are constantly translating what was said, how it was said, and what we think it meant. This takes energy, and when we are tired, stressed, or already doubting ourselves, that internal translation can go wrong. So here is a simple question you can ask yourself when emotions feel strong. Ask, what did I hear? Then ask, is there another possible meaning? That pause matters. It slows the reaction, it reduces self-blame, and it gives your nervous system a moment to settle. In the last episode, I said that silence does not always mean what we think it means. This episode adds to that. Sometimes the work is not to fix the situation. It's to check how we are interpreting it. That doesn't make your feelings wrong. It makes them understandable. Emotion is a language. Like any language, it can be misunderstood. And like any language, it can be learnt. Whether you are interpreting in a courtroom, translating a text, or trying to make sense of how you feel, emotional understanding matters. Not so you can correct yourself, but so you can meet yourself with a bit more care. Thank you for listening, and thank you for being here. You've been listening to the ADHD Linguist, where words, worlds, and wiring meet. I'm Hiba Bayat, and I hope this episode left you a little more curious, a little more kind to your brain, and a lot more you. Until next time, keep noticing, keep learning, and remember, shift really does happen.